Glad to have you with us from Thomas Robinson Stadium. A couple of teams hoping to head into the offseason feeling the momentum of a victory in the Xbox Bowl. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Elko before the game. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. I am challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoff next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So Texas A&M's offense will be first on the attack. And out there ready to hunt is this terrific linebacking core. Running inside, it's Owens. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Reed, under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. No fair catches here, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Notre Dame's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. A matchup that we're going to lock in on, left side of the line, and whether they can keep this edge rusher at bay. Here's Carr to throw. Caught by Williams on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They'll try the counter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. To the air, it's Carr. Fires quickly. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go right back to the run. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Tight end now in motion. The give is to Williams. There's a crease. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Carr. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He's got it on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Just drives it between the uprights. Wait just a second. There is a flag on the play. If this is on the defense, it could be a first down. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Play action, Carr. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
From the gun on third down, Carr. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The first points of the day. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Right back to him on the ground. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
From the gun on third down, it's Marcel Reed. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing, Carr. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
It's going to be fun to watch this receiving group, I think, for Notre Dame this season. I think one of the things Marcus Freeman's done a really good job of in recent years is go to the portal and bring difference makers at the receiver spot. It was Malachi Fields coming over for Virginia, the big, tall body making big plays downfield last year for the Irish. And this has always been a position, David, that we thought was always a little bit behind some of the elite competition in college football, but it feels like that's starting to change now.
And Greathouse and Faze on both backs, so obviously some experience there, but then bringing in some ultra-talented, highly recruited receivers from Ohio State. Those guys usually pan out pretty well to have that speed element. And a couple of guys that maybe click now with this C.J. Carr offense and the passing attack, which went from a liability a couple years ago to a strength.
Makes the catch. Could not make his way to the corner.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Throwing, Reed. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking left. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked. That's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
The run inside. It's Owens. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Finding some room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
Looking to scramble. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Reed. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Reed. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive.
He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barres. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Finds his big tight end. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To throw, it's Carr. Plucks it out of the air. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Zings it complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Stands in and takes the hit. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, 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 please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you do, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off. You're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. This defense has set the tone through 2 quarters of football. They've drawn a line in the sand, and they've held it. It's why they'll take a lead into the second half, and it could be why they come away with a big victory. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
And the Aggies will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Here's Carr to throw. Williams open on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Back to pass, it's Carr. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Caught by Williams on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They're dealing with a second and long. Running inside, it's Williams. Could be an alley. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Past the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Carr. Snagged out of the air. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, this quarterback's got a short-term memory, boy. After the interception on the last drive, that looks so ugly, but he's come out and he's been able to turn the page. 4 for 4 now on this drive, throwing it. He's got himself right back in, locked in a really, really nice rhythm. I don't think you have anything to worry about if you're the head coach looking at your quarterback, seeing how he's responded to that mistake on the last drive.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Rides to the back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They take the lead with the 6.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Reed to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They feed him again. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50 and now to be fourth down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to get it to the marker. Got a little grass. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Running the red zone, it's Owens. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Quarterback running on the draw. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
And, man, that's a good job by this defense. Great job being physical, penetrating, getting in the backfield, 3rd and goal, expecting run, getting in there, and now.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. 4th down, Reed. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Motion from the wide receiver. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Just feeds the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
A timely pickup to get the 1st down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
The run inside. It's Mobley. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
It's been that kind of game, right? It's been a defensive struggle. So offensively, they've got a lot to work on. But for this quarterback who's had some ups and downs in this one, you take the knee, you take the win, and you get better next week.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Reed. He's taking a deep shot. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. More than a bowl swag bag, there's a chance to finish with a victory in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Weather could be a factor. For more on that, we go to Holly Rowe.
I can tell you on the field, we could not ask for better conditions this late in the season. It is a gorgeous day for college football here in this bowl game. I'm expecting both offenses to open it up and air it out. Perfect conditions. The field is in great shape. I'll keep you posted on just how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Rebels offense will have the football first. And let me tell you about these linebackers. This group can make life miserable on any offense. Off the play fake on first down. Takes the easy completion. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Running inside. It's Lacey. And they're able to get him down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Catch is made at the 15. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Notre Dame's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And we get a look at C.J. Carr. And a lot of pressure on these two quarterbacks. They know the guy on the other side can put points on the board.
And I know Reese already talked about the quarterbacks. These are 2 really good football teams. Like, I'm excited to watch them throughout the season and where they could go and where they could get to, because there's a lot of potential, a lot of talent. Obviously, the trigger men, they're the reason it goes. And they're the spotlight tonight, Palmer, for quarterbacks like you that love QB play.
No doubt about it, man. And this is what college football is all about. These are the games, especially as a quarterback, that you look forward to the most. Going up against great competition, another good quarterback on the other sideline, and coming out on top. You can't overthink it. You can't try to do too much. You have to operate within your offense and put trust in your teammates to get it done.
Firing to the right, complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good to say. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Throwing, Carr. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Irish send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, and they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, 3rd down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Right back to the well. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. The run inside. It's Lacy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Here's a heat. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. He tries to take the top off. He's got it at the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Here comes the heat. Complete. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive.
That makes the score Ole Miss 7, Notre Dame 0. Number 17 sets to take this one back.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Tight end finds a soft spot. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Again, it's Carr. Throws to the back. Over the middle, it's Williams. And that spin move kept the play alive and let this guy pick up a few extra yards. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for 1 more snap to put up points before the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Hold on just a second. Personal flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy the pageantry and the meaning of this great game. And, of course, it helps to have had ourselves an eventful first half in the Armed Forces Bowl. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Armed Forces Bowl.
Number 17, set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Gets the back moving. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the right. And they can't make the connection.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Running inside, it's Williams. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Rebels offense is back on the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. On the ground with the counter. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Yeah, and how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection, get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. To the air on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for him.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. He's going to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's dragged down.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Carr. Spits it out to the back. It's caught. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The run inside. It's Williams.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Might as well stick with him. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Throwing, Carr, and it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Carr. Throwing right. Williams open on the right side.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the tight end. Running inside, it's Williams. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Here's the pressure. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. No room to run, and he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th and 2. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
He'll run it again. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Here's a little room there. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Looking for a crease. It's Lacy. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Lacy. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Breaks into the open. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Lacy. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's caught downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, but not before he gets the 1st down, and that should be enough to bring home a bowl trophy. A lot of layers there. 4th down, you throw it. It was almost as if they said, finish him, and they did.
Yeah, you know, I think there's a lot of coaches out there that would have just punted that ball away on 4th down and decided to play defense and trust them to get his stop. But he believed in his quarterback to go out and execute. Quarterback came through.
Welcome, folks, to another exciting college football matchup. We've got an intriguing neutral setting for this battle here today. A neutral site showdown where neither team has the home field edge. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes against the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by my fellow Colorado grad, Joel Klatt. And Holly Rowe is patrolling the sidelines for us. Hey, Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. I am challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoff next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense comes on the field first today. This offensive line has to step up and produce as they've done throughout the season. Joe, all the talk is this is going to be a line of scrimmage football game, so it's on them.
And they wouldn't want it any other way. You talk to these five guys up front, man, they love the idea that the identity of the offense is resting in their hands. And you're right, they want to go win the trenches. If they're able to do that, they've got a great chance to win today. Great read by the quarterback in the RPO game. Run pass option. He's reading the defender on the outside, and as soon as that defender defends the pass, he's going to hand the football off. Look at the crease. Beautiful play, and an easy pickup for this offense.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, there's so much emphasis put on third down, and rightly so. That's really the action play of the series. But the third down success or lack thereof, it really happens because of what happens on first down. And here, this defense creating a negative play on first down is setting them up for success here down the line.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. Play fake, looking to throw. Here comes the rush. Oh, they get him again.
This is what makes this defensive tackle so good. The ability to rush the quarterback from the interior. And here, even on play action, he's able to destroy the blocks in front of him, get into the backfield, and get to the quarterback. Big fella doing work.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Snags the quick throw. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up 4th down.
That is a very safe decision from this quarterback, expecting a little bit of a play after the catch from his wide receiver, and he just doesn't get it. Credit to this defense. There's just not a lot going on after the catch. They rally up, make the tackle in space, and now clearly a punting situation.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So Oregon's offense out there for their first possession. This offense, and especially the quarterback, well aware of the challenge today. This is an elite group of defensive backs. They've been so tough to throw the ball on.
Chris, I don't think you can just come out and throw the ball against this group, to your point of how dynamic they have been in the back end. I think that you've got to come out and establish the run game. I think that's the only way that you have success, potentially throwing the football down the field later in the game. This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Moore. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down after a short gain there.
I tell you, Chris, defensively, this is death by 1,000 cuts. They just allow these hitch routes to create 2nd and manageable, 3rd and manageable. It's too easy for the offense. The off coverage has got to change. They've got to get up in the face of this wide receiver and force him to have a difficult release. Take away the easy throw, or else this is going to be a long game.
He's going to take off. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Good read. I know this is frustrating for a defense because they do everything right in the secondary. There's nowhere to throw the football. It's third down. You feel like you're going to get off the field, and yet the quarterback makes the offense right with his legs. He's able to scramble, get the first, and then he slides down here and saves himself a hit in the first half.
Quick throw caught on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense comes up now 2nd and 8 after that very short gain on the completion. And he'll set up to throw. Looking deep to the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Just get the sense that he's forcing the football down the field. That's a tight window throw, and he's trying to fit it in there, and it gets easily batted away. Needs to allow the offense to work for him and take what the defense gives him.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
No mystery who they're looking to on third down. You find your best wide receiver, you love the matchup, and you go to him. That's an easy pitch and catch and an easy first down.
And the Ducks pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Got an opening here. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on first down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on first down and get first downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Makes the grab. Can he get there? And they finally tackle him down at the 1. Big gain on the pitch and catch.
Chris, that's a beautiful release by this wide receiver. Watch as he creates the space on the slant route, and now it's just about an accurate throw. And if you can frame this ball up and allow the wide receiver to run through the pass, now you're going to get some yards after the catch, which is exactly what happens.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Defense will make the stop, but what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. That's the end of 1. Still looking for our first points in the ball game. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he's swarmed quickly. They're all over the QB run there.
Chris, this was the plan for this defense. When we talked with this coaching staff, they said, we need to contact this quarterback. He needs to feel us. And that's what they're doing here in the first half. If you're on the other side, you got to tell your quarterback to get down or get out of bounds. There's no reason to take these hits in the first half.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And they'll make the tackle, but he'll bring up 4th down. They are in field goal range.
These are the decisions that decide games right here. Even in the second quarter, are you going to be aggressive and try to put this ball in the end zone, send your field goal unit on, try to secure the points? I've always thought that it's such a downer for an offense to send the field goal unit on. When you get the ball to this point, I love going for it. But again, Chris, I'm an old quarterback. I'm always going to be aggressive. It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Ball handed off. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, this is a great example of how to defend the RPO from a defensive perspective. Number one, your secondary player has to stay home and defend the pass. Then you've got to get off blocks up front and win your one-on-ones. If you can do that as a front seven, you can stop the run without the help of that secondary, and you can shut down the RPO.
Caught quickly, and he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play.
Chris, I know this sounds crazy, but these are some of my favorite plays as a former quarterback. You get off coverage, and you can just take 3 yards. You take them, and now you're in manageable situations. So as a quarterback wide receiver, I know this looks like nondescript play, but, man, these are important. Creating second and short, third and short. Nice job by this offense.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Escapes the pocket. Gets past the 35. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
You know, the guys that are most effective at this position, they're always going to pick up a few first downs with their legs. And here, this is a really nice pickup on a short yardage situation. You're able to move the chains and get 10-plus yards. Beautiful job here, and he's showing his athleticism on the outside.
1st and 10 play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for the wideout. That is broken up and incomplete.
Great defense here and really good timing, because anytime you're going to bat that ball away, there's always a chance you're going to arrive too early and create a pass interference. But here the defender times it perfectly, swats it away for an incompletion.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Football comes out. Able to make the recovery and avoid a crushing turnover. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes a quick grab. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
They better find a way to pressure this quarterback, because he's just sitting back there with nobody in his face. If he's got time, he's going to rip them apart, and he does here on 3rd down. They're able to move the chains. This is a nice job, yes, but the defense has got to change something up front.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Grabbed by the receiver. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
Really good execution by the quarterback and wide receiver on this slant route. And anytime you throw an in-breaking route, you got to frame them up. The ball has got to hit the body of the wide receiver.
They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Quick completion to the tight end. And the Ducks fail to get a stop on 3rd down again.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end, is that he can basically just post up the defense on a 3rd down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
Last chance for a touchdown here before halftime. It's 1st and 10. It's a quarterback keeper. He's got a crease. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22. And a timeout now by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, that's as easy as it gets for an offense, just handing the football off, the offensive line doing some work. They have done a great job today running the football, and here on first down, you move the chains, you just continue to get that ball moving down the field.
The Buckeyes move into the red zone. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks to the left, pass caught. And they'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense. Ohio State will call their second timeout. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Tackle made short of the goal line, but they'll spot it at the 2. And now the final timeout taken by the Buckeyes. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And the pressure's on. Touchdown, Ohio State. He runs it into the end zone.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Now the all-important extra point. Extra point makes the lead 4.
That makes the score Ohio State 7, Oregon 3.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. A minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Ohio State 7, Oregon 3.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've had ourselves a really entertaining first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
The Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Looking for a fast start, trying to take control of the game here in the third quarter. Fire to the right side, complete. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling.
Well, this defense told us they were going to be ready for these completions at or near the line of scrimmage, and that was going to be a big part of their plan, and you can see that paying off here. Good pursuit, good job tackling in space, and that's a completion for no gain.
In 2nd and 10, they need a gain here to prevent a third and very long. Back to pass. It's Moore. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. Crucial third down play right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Running back grabs it on the screen. Breaking free, end zone ahead. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
That is such an important conversion to keep your offense on the field. They're trying to execute this comeback here in the second half. They need points. They need it in a hurry. It's a good job of moving the chains on third down.
Here's the handoff. Running through the tackle. He's got space. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front 7. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a great stop for this defense. That's a manageable 3rd down situation. You feel like you still have to defend against the run and the pass, and yet they're able to get the incompletion. That's a great job and an opportunity to get off the field here.
The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The field goal is good.
What a weapon he is to roll out there and hit this massive bomb. I tell you, as a quarterback, that is just such a relief knowing that you don't have to get that ball inside of the 30-yard line for field goal range. All you've got to do is get it close to the 40, and you can trot your guy out there for a kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another 1st down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. They're going to run it here. Got an opening here. And a nice 1st down game there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker.
That's a great run and a big pickup in the RPO, the run-pass option. This defense is going to have to shift their focus. They're clearly too concerned with the passing game. You've got to stop the run first if you're going to have a chance in this game.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? A play action, looking to throw. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
The 2nd down incompletion sets up 3rd and inches. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? The tight end has got it, and the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Well, they're able to get themselves off the hook. They put themselves behind the chains, an obvious passing situation, which you know you want to avoid, but they're able to still move the chains. That's a good job by the quarterback, finding the open man and then delivering an accurate pass on time, and he's able to move the chains and create a 1st down.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football, and thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Sayin. And that pass is hauled in over the middle and tackled there by the defense. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Can he get there on the ground? And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Ohio State is on top here, Joel, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Buckeyes will line up to kick it away. When he comes for his second punt of the game. And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. The pocket breaking down. The sure hands. It's McClellan.
I love these drag routes from the slot receiver, and it takes a wide receiver that has a feel for space and coverage. He's got to understand whether it's man or zone. If it's man, put your chin in your shoulder and keep running through the green grass. If it's zone, settle down in the soft spot and give the numbers to the quarterback.
Grab behind the line, it's McClellan. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
These linebackers are so fast. Watch them right here get behind the line of scrimmage. It's a big tackle for loss, and now the offense is behind the chains.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to throw. It's Moore. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down.
I understand as an offense that you want to try to get the ball down the field, force it down the field, force the issue. The problem is that you can't put the ball in a precarious spot. Here, the defense almost comes up with this interception. In fact, probably should have.
And they'll kick it away here. See if he can make a play on this return. Coverage C makes the tackle. No gain on that return. A pre-snap motion from the offense. First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught by the receiver. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Recognition on the outside. These corners are so smart. Look at him recognize what's going on. He's able to get in the backfield, and that's a huge tackle for loss.
They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Who breaks away for the touchdown. A huge connection for a touchdown shows the explosiveness of this offense. A lightning strike for 6 points.
I mean, Chris, that was some impressive throw right there. That is a big-time throw. That next-level scout, he's going to be impressed with what he saw right there. Anticipation, driving the football into that open area. Whoa, I tell you what, this guy is playing some ball.
And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point up and good. So the lead now is 8 here in the fourth quarter.
That makes the score Ohio State 14, Oregon 6.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And he stopped the front seven all over him that time.
Well, it's like the defense knew exactly what was coming there. Everybody was assignment sound. Quarterback barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. This defensive coordinator told us that it was going to be all about discipline, and discipline with the eyes of the defense, in particular when they go to these option plays. And here, this is a beautiful job, making sure that the eyes are disciplined and getting the quarterback down right around the line of scrimmage. Great job up front by this defensive line, these linebackers. You can see that this quarterback was a bit confused. He hands the football off on the RPO, but there's nowhere to go. No gain. Great job by this defense.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? He's got a man down the middle. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Boy, anytime you can convert a 3rd and long, that is a huge plus. And that's a great play call from this offensive coordinator. And then really good execution from the quarterback. You've got to stand in there, find a good option, the right matchup that you want, and then deliver an accurate pass. And he's able to do that for a nice conversion. First down for this offense.
The Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield. It's Moore. The ball is caught.
We used to call these slant routes from the inside receiver a lookie. And the reason is it happens so fast that all you've got to tell him is, hey, bud, you better look real quick. And sure enough, ball is out quickly. It's right on his frame, and it's a nice completion.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They'll make the tackle, but it's enough for a first down. Good call on this screen play. And the Ducks will signal for their first timeout. And they spend the timeout now after gaining the first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. Breaking tackles. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening now. First down to the 27.
These wide receiver screens are like extended handoffs for the quarterback. They are so easy to execute, and all you've got to do is throw it on time. The wide receiver does a nice job getting the line to gain, and he ultimately moves the chains for this offense.
Back to throw again. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. And now Oregon will spend their second timeout. Chance to strategize for this second down play. The completion sets them up just a yard for the marker here on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Davison. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of third down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this success. Now, after running the football on second, you can start to get to the play-action pass. I really love what they're doing here.
And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Well, you're not going to execute this comeback unless you can protect your quarterback. And here he's hit as he throws. If this O-line can give him some time, he's going to be able to find somebody down the field. But again, it always comes down to protection.
Grab behind the line. It's McClellan. And he will be stuffed for no gain. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. To the air. It's Moore. Here comes the pressure. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Chris, I know they would love to stay on the field and put this ball in the end zone. A field goal doesn't really do anything, but hear me out. If they kick this field goal on fourth and long, they can get the ball back. They rely on their defense, get the ball back, then a field goal wins it on your next possession.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. Oh, they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And it's the defense who stops the clock now with 17 seconds remaining. Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. He'll hand it off. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. And that will wrap up our coverage. Hope you enjoyed the game. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.